I know recently your daughter was in the news. Is that difficult sometimes?
No, I don't know. I haven't heard.
Oh.
Hollywood legend Laurence Fishburne has finally broken his silence on one of the most painful and private chapters of his life, his estranged relationship with his daughter. Known for his iconic roles in The Matrix, Boyz and the Hood, and John Wick, Fishburne has always kept his personal life tightly under wraps. But now, after years of speculation, the acclaimed actor is finally spilling secrets. Dive into the truth behind the family rift that's haunted one of Hollywood's most respected figures, as Laurence Fishburne finally admits what drove him to take such a drastic and controversial step. Laurence Fishburne's history and achievements. Boyz in the Hood, starring Laurence Fishburne, was an influential 1991 film that portrayed the harsh reality of city life in South Central Los Angeles. His portrayal of the doting father, Jason "Furious" Stiles, was highly acclaimed, further solidifying his standing as an influential and formidable actor. But it was his portrayal of Morpheus in the Matrix films that catapulted him to superstardom. Starring Laurence, who became famous in 1999 for his performance as the enigmatic and knowledgeable Mr. Morpheus in the science fiction trilogy, the actor continues to enjoy widespread acclaim for the part. Laurence Fishburne's impressive breadth and depth of talent have been recognized with a plethora of accolades and nominations during his stellar career. His performance in Two Trains Running garnered him the Tony Award for Best Featured Actor in a Play in 1992. He went on to great success in television, earning an Emmy in 1993 for his role as Tribeca's outstanding guest actor in a drama series. For his portrayal of Ike Turner in the film What's Love Got to Do with It, he was nominated for a Best Actor Oscar. John Wick, The Legend and the Guy, adding to his impressive track record of delivering impactful performances in various stages. Laurence has been thrilling audiences with a slew of roles in the past few years. The action-packed John Wick films benefited from his casting as the Bowery King. He became even more famous after starring as Pearl Pops Johnson on the hit TV program Blackish, where his comedic talents were on full display. Laurence is well known not only for his acting roles, but also for his producing work, which includes hits like Devil Dinosaur and the Marvel series Moon Girl. One thing must have led to another, and this means there must have been a chilling reason Laurence Fishburne disowned his daughter. Could it have been his love for another woman? Was Montana Lawrence unhappy with her father? Laurence Fishburne, marital life. The beginning of the end. Gina Torres, an actor who is renowned for her role in Firefly, and Laurence Fishburne, a well-liked actor who is known for his classic performances in The Matrix and Whitefish, once shared a lovely chapter of their lives together. Their enchanted wedding took place in September of 2002, and it was held against the breathtaking backdrop of the Coasters Museum in Upper Manhattan. This was the beginning of their love tale. Following an engagement that lasted for 8 months, they finally were married in a ceremony that was just as alluring as their love for one another. Fans and friends celebrated over their marriage, and in 2007, their pleasure only increased when they welcomed their daughter Delilah into the world. Delilah brought even more happiness into their life than she had already brought. A close link was enjoyed by Fishburne and Torres over a period of 14 years. This bond was strengthened by the experiences that they had in common and the love that they had for their daughter. On the other hand, in October of 2016, after considerable deliberation, they made the decision to part ways in a discreet manner. Even though they had made the decision to end their relationship, they were able to keep it a secret for almost a year. The official announcement was made by Torres in September of 2017. And she explained that they were separating owing to issues that could not be reached through reconciliation. In spite of the fact that their marriage was coming to an end, they wanted everyone to be aware that within their narrative, there were no antagonists. They viewed their relationship as a love story that simply took a different path than they had imagined, and they continued to concentrate on their common objective of providing Delilah with the love and care that she needed throughout her childhood. Both parties handled the divorce procedure with dignity and respect throughout the entire process. Fishburne and Torres came to an agreement over the use of their land and, more crucially, the manner in which they should care for Delilah. It was a reflection of their shared dedication to co-parenting that Fishburne requested joint legal and physical custody of their daughter when he filed for divorce in 2017.
Yes? We're gonna have something to eat. Come on, you got to keep up with me now.
Whatever it is that they would like to get out of it, it is acceptable for them to do so. Throughout the duration of their separation, both of them made it abundantly apparent that the happiness of Delilah was their primary concern. Torres expressed some warmth regarding the dynamic of their family, highlighting the fact that even if they were no longer in a relationship, the bond that they shared as a family remained strong. They remained committed to providing support to one another and concentrating on preserving a loving atmosphere for their female child. Even after the divorce, Fishburne and Torres have been able to maintain a great connection with one another, and they have always made sure that Delilah's health and happiness are their top priority. Even though they have each moved on to new relationships, they have never faltered in their commitment to being excellent parents toward their children. Their experience demonstrates that it is possible to leave a marriage on amicable terms and to continue to share a pleasant relationship with one another for the benefit of their child. Love and respect can outlast a marriage. As a hopeful example of how to negotiate the changes that life brings with grace and positivity, Laurence Fishburne and Gina Torres have demonstrated that love and respect can surpass the test of time in marriage. Exit from the CSI group. What do we have going on here? Drugs have been discovered at this stage, business as normal. Laurence Fishburne made his first appearance on the CSI crime scene investigation show in the year 2008, and he brought with him a new wave of enthusiasm and a new energy to the show. In the role of Dr. Raymond Langston, a former pathologist who later moved into the field of criminal investigation, he assumed the role of Dr. Langston, one of the GSWs located at the back of the head. His appearance is reminiscent of that of a gay man who is a coward. During the 9th season, Dr. Langston's character was initially presented as a guest star. However, he immediately became a fan favorite, which resulted in him being elevated to a permanent position on the team. As the audience witnessed Fishburne traverse the complex world of horrifying science and criminal investigations.
Oh, I'm sorry, was I not invited to this party? Nash.
The series gained a new amount of complexity thanks to his portrayal. His calm demeanor, acute intelligence, and unrelenting desire to solving murders provided a new dimension of depth to the series. The decision to disown her wasn't made overnight, but when the breaking point came, it was irreversible. What happened behind closed doors was far more intense than anyone could have imagined. What really happened behind closed doors? The controversy surrounding his daughter. Although she has been an actress for a while, Montana Fishburne initially gained fame as the daughter of the late Laurence Fishburne. She did, however, make headlines in 2010 for an entirely different reason: her decision to join the adult film industry. There was animosity between her and her dad because of this choice. Regardless of the criticism, Montana persisted in viewing adult films as an artistic and expressive medium. Reality stars like Kim Kardashian became famous after releasing a sex tape, and this encouraged 18-year-old Montana to follow in her footsteps. In the same vein, Montana thought that she could achieve financial freedom and greater fame by joining the adult film industry. In addition to the possibility of rapid recognition, she saw adult films as an outlet for her creativity. Because Montana accepted herself fully, including her body and she did not see her decision as a form of defiance, but rather as an individual decision. The decision she made to go down this road, though, severely damaged her bond with her dad. Reportedly, Laurence Fishburne was devastated by her choice, particularly since she had done away with a pseudonym in favor of using the family name. They became estranged as a result of this decision. Montana revealed thereafter that although her mother, Hosna Omar, was always there for her, her father was far less supportive of her chosen profession. A dark chapter in Montana's life began following her time in the adult film business. For all the wrong reasons, she was in the news as she became mired in legal problems and public scandals. The many challenges Montana, Laurence faced. Her run-ins with the law began in 2009 with an arrest for prostitution, and over the course of the 3 years that followed, she was charged with a variety of offenses, including assault and driving under the influence of alcohol. It was in the year 2022 that she was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer, which was one of the most serious instances that took place. These legal disputes brought to light the difficulties she encountered and the struggles she had to overcome in order to find stability in her life. Montana has taken efforts in recent years to turn her life around, despite the fact that she has had severe setbacks. She has turned her focus to wellness and fitness, particularly enjoying yoga and healthy living. She has also embraced healthy living. These activities are aggressively promoted by Montana on her social media platforms, and she continues to share her experience with her followers. As part of her commitment to personal development and a healthier way of life, she has also made a concerted effort to put some space between herself and the controversy that she has been involved in the past. In her new home in South Florida, Montana has established a wellness and massage business where she continues to stress the significance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle and engaging in physical activity. As she pushes on with a newfound focus on building a life that is positive and meaningful, her new route symbolizes a profound transformation that she has undergone. His first love, the world of film. With the departure of William Peterson, who had performed the legendary role of Gilbertson, Laurence Fishburne was brought in to fill the large shoes that Peterson had left behind. The absence of Peterson resulted in a big void, and the advent of Fishburne was precisely what the show required in order to maintain the interest of its audience. Fishburne, in his role as Dr. Langston, introduced a new point of view to the team, bringing a different approach to the resolution of cases that grabbed viewers as well as reviewers. As Liz's candidate, Shin was referred to as herself. As a result of the overwhelming acclaim that his performance received, he became an extremely well-liked member of the CSI family very fast. After 2.5 seasons on the show, Fishburne made the decision to depart CSI in 2011. Despite the fact that he had done well on the show, his departure was motivated by a straightforward cause. People who are not affiliated with the Game Commission or the Crime Lab are of the opinion that he is completely worthless. It was his first love, the world of film, and he deeply desired to get back to it. From the beginning of his career in the film industry, Fishburne had already established a reputation for himself by playing memorable roles in films such as The Matrix and Boyz in the Hood. During his time on CSI, he was only seen as a temporary distraction from his flourishing career in the film industry. It was said that his exit from the show was a cordial one, and the producers did not appear to be surprised by his desire to go on with his life. Following his departure from CSI, Fishburne was able to resume his career in the film industry, where he proceeded to demonstrate his exceptional talent. To the joy of his devoted followers, he went on to star in a number of critically acclaimed films, including Man of Steel, John Wick, and Ant-Man and the Wasp, among others. Laurence Fishburne faces financial setback. In the same way that many other celebrities have, Laurence Fishburne has experienced his fair share of financial highs and lows. Throughout his life, Fishburne has struggled with his finances, despite the fact that his net worth is estimated to be somewhere around $30 million per year. His personal life has frequently been the source of these difficulties, which have included costly divorces and the expenses that come with parenthood. In the early 2000s, after he had obtained a divorce from his first wife, Hajna Moss, he experienced a significant financial setback. Fishburne had to deal with the financial implications of supporting his children, and it was reported that the divorce was expensive. His second marriage, which was to Gina Torres, also ended in divorce, which most likely added to the financial responsibilities he was already responsible for. It is everyone's responsibility to pay for the transition team. In this regard, they are of assistance to you. The pressures that Fishburne has been under financially have played a role in some of the career decisions that he has made over the years. He has taken on roles that he might not have considered otherwise, but he has done so when he was experiencing financial strain. As an illustration, he was paid a substantial sum of $350,000 for each episode of the popular television show CSI Crimes and Investigation. in which he played a role. Despite the fact that this role was a departure from his typical film work, it did provide him with a consistent income that assisted in easing the burdens of his financial situation. The selection of roles that offer significant financial rewards has also been a wise decision made by Fishburne. Instances such as his participation in the Matrix trilogy are excellent examples. This film's success not only helped him advance his career, but it also brought him a significant amount of money. As well as a portion of the back-end revenues, it is said that Fishburne received $15 million for each of the second and third films in the series. These profitable partnerships have been a significant factor in assisting him in maintaining his financial security, despite the fact that he has been facing other obstacles. It is the very minds of the people that you are attempting to preserve. His enthusiasm returns to the film industry. His return to the big screen was received with a great deal of enthusiasm, and he continued to demonstrate his remarkable reign as an actor for a long time. This allowed Fishburne to pursue other options on television, where he participated in successful shows such as Hannibal and Blackdish, further consolidating his image as a performer with a wide range of talents. Fishburne's departure from CSI also gave him room to explore new opportunities. Despite the fact that his exit from CSI signaled the end of a period that would be remembered fondly, his time spent on the program left an enduring mark. The absence of African American nominees at the Academy Awards was brought to the attention of fans by his appearance, which brought about a distinctive dynamic that resonated with them. The advocacy work that he does demonstrates his dedication to his goal of making the industry more egalitarian and inclusive for everyone. Besides his work as an advocate, Fishburne has selected roles that challenge preconceived notions about different races. As an example, his portrayal of Morpheus in the Matrix trilogy is particularly noteworthy because the character is a strong and intelligent leader. This is a break from the customary parts that are presented to actors of African descent.
I would do that, I would, if I was certain that your condition wouldn't degrade.
I'm fine.
In addition, Fishburne has been involved in the production of and has starred in a number of projects that honor the history and culture of the African American community. These projects include the film Aquila and the Bee and the television series Blackish. Not only do these projects increase the number of chances available to black actors, but they also educate viewers about the depth and diversity of the experiences encountered by black people. Happily Ever After. Fishburne expanded his career not only as an actor, but also as a producer and director, which has allowed him to diversify his income. As a result of this decision, he now has a greater degree of control over his projects and the financial outcomes of those efforts. For instance, his job as an executive producer on the television sitcom Blackish has been not just financially beneficial, but also satisfying to him on a creative level.
No matter what they say, no how, no way. They can holler up on Cedar Hill all they want.
The fact that Fishburne has expanded his profession beyond performing has allowed him to obtain various income sources, which has helped him reduce the risks associated with his finances. Fishburne's attitude to managing his fortune has also been influenced by the difficulties he has encountered financially. Through his astute investments in real estate, he has acquired properties that have increased in value over the course of several time periods. Among the most noteworthy examples is a penthouse in New York City that has seen a substantial boost in value ever since he purchased it. These investments have contributed to his long-term financial security by providing him with a safety net and helping to ensure his financial stability. There are current concerns regarding public perception. Several controversies that have captured the attention of the general public have brought Laurence Fishburne to the forefront of the public eye in recent times. The omission of his appearance in The Matrix 4, which was formally named The Matrix Resurrections, was one of the most surprising things that happened. The fact that Fishburne, we have just missed a piece of knowledge, but what we know for certain in the original trilogy wasn't included in the new movie, was a source of both shock and disappointment for the fans. Even Fishburne himself was perplexed, as he mentioned that he was not provided with any explanation pertaining to the reason why he was not brought back. This resulted in fans and industry insiders engaging in a flurry of speculation and disputes regarding the factors that led to this surprising casting decision. An additional controversy arose as a result of Fishburne's performance in the clip from the FX series in which he plays the character of NBA coach Doc Rivers. An in-depth investigation into the scandal involving former Los Angeles Clippers owner Donald Sterling and his racist remarks is presented on the show, which also delves into topics pertaining to privilege and racism. There were some people who did not agree with the hiring of Fishburne, despite the fact that the series has received accolades for addressing such significant subjects. Several people, including her son, have made the observation that Fishburne does not resemble the real Doc Rivers in any significant way. Many people have praised Fishburne's portrayal for his emotional depth and sensitivity, despite the criticism that has been leveled against him, demonstrating once more that his acting abilities are of the highest caliber. Fishburne has also been making waves with his conversations about his personal life, which are quite open and honest. During a sincere interview, he disclosed his history and said that he had been abusive to his previous wife. He also admitted that he continued to abuse her. In his speech, he discussed the significant impact that therapy has played in assisting him in confronting these errors and working toward becoming a more improved individual. This admission was not only shocking, but also commendable because it demonstrated his desire to confront challenging truths about himself and to take measures toward personal development. The public's perception of him has unquestionably been expanded as a result of his candor on these behaviors that occurred in the past. Others have found it difficult to reconcile this aspect of his background with the Laurence Fishburne that they like on screen, despite the fact that several people have applauded him for his honesty and his willingness to seek assistance. Because of his desire to be upfront about his troubles and his passion for his profession, Fishburne continues to garner the respect and admiration of a great number of people, despite the controversy that has surrounded him. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this video, and do not forget to turn on post notification to be the first to know when the next video is up. Click on the next video popping on your screen now.